We're at 7:43. Good morning. It is time for News Extra here on KNEB. I'm Ernest. We're at 50 degrees and cloudy. Towards 70 today. Some changes coming in our weather, though. Meteorologist Don Day will update us on that here in a few minutes. Our News Extra program is brought to you by Gering Civic Center, and we welcome to the studios Jennifer Rogers. She is the Family and Community Director of Activities, something like that, with CAPWN, Community Action Partnership of Western Nebraska. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning.
Welcome to KNEB. What brings you to our studios?
Well, I am here to make sure everybody is aware that starting today, we at CAPWN are accepting applications from families in need for our annual holiday food and gift program.
Holiday?
Yes, holiday time.
It's October 1st, Jennifer.
I know, it seems a little early, doesn't it? Unfortunately.
You have to get a jump on this, don't you?
Exactly, yeah. What we are in need of right now is to make sure we have all of those families get their applications in as early as possible. That way we know what the need is in the community. So when we are either out there working with businesses or individuals, people who want to give back at the holiday time, that we can hook them up with a family that's in need. So unfortunately, we have to start that a little early. And the good thing about this, hopefully, is if we get people starting to think about this now, then maybe if you're wanting to donate, you could get on some of those Black Friday sales here before too long. And I think it's probably going to be here before we know it.
Yeah, it sure is. Every year, lots of gift baskets go out to these families. Do you have an average number, or does it vary year to year?
You know, it does vary year to year, but I can definitely tell you we are in the hundreds, unfortunately. You know, we would love to...
You'd love to be at zero.
Exactly. We would love if there was no need whatsoever, but we really do find that when the families come in, and we do ask, of course, that they bring their proof of income, and we have an application process. We really are talking about the neediest of families, and, you know, if you're struggling, maybe somebody's lost a job, or you just don't know how you're going to get a gift in your child's hand this Christmas, or have food on the table, then we really do encourage you to come in and talk to us and see maybe how we can help you out.
Okay. So how would a family do that?
Well, the best way would be for a family to come to our office. We are accepting applications every morning from 9 a.m. to noon. Again, we ask that you bring your proof of income and information on all of your household's family members. So, of course, ages of children and what your needs are and things like that. It's a first-come, first-served basis. And, of course, we don't want all of the families to wait till the very end. We would like to try and spread them out and get them in as early as possible. And if there is a family that, you know, maybe you're working in the morning, or there's just no way that you can come in person, then you can certainly give us a call at our office as well.
Okay, and when would that deadline be? When would your cutoff time?
Yes, so we're going to stop accepting applications on November 16th. That will be our last day. You know, and again, we have just a very limited number of appointment slots where we can go through that application process. So we certainly don't want everybody who's in need to wait until that November 16th date. If you can get in as early as possible, we do have limited slots available, so we just want to make sure we get everybody helped this year.
Are families that already are in the system, if you will, are they eligible, or do you need to come in and visit about that as well?
You know, they're still going to go ahead and need to come in and visit with us. We have some families that, you know, we never see them until the holiday time. Certainly we have new families each year that we've never seen before. So we try to make the process as fair and simple as possible, and just ask everybody to come in, fill out the very brief application form, chat with us a little bit about what their needs are, and then we can get them on the list to try and get some donations for them this year.
Jennifer Rogers is our guest. She's Director of Community and Family Programs at CAPWN, Community Action Partnership of Western Nebraska. I guess the idea is to kind of filter out, and you hate to say it, but it's kind of a way of making sure that it's going to the right people or the most in need, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we really are talking about people who genuinely do have a need. I mean, we don't believe they'd be coming in asking for help if they didn't need it. And by having this process, by making it formal, requiring income verification, and having people come in and talk to us, then we make sure that there's no duplication. You know, there's lots of very wonderful programs all throughout the valley helping out families in need at the holiday time. So this is just our way of trying to have a formal process so that we can make sure we're helping the most in need.
Yeah, direct those resources to where they're really
Yes,
needed.
absolutely.
All right. Well, we'll visit about how we can do that when we come back on the other side of our break. We're at 7:48 at KNEB. Anything else that you want to cover specifically?
Well, I might just of our address and phone number,
Sure.
you know. But other than that, I think we're doing pretty good.
This will be spectacular. Call West Nebraska's premier multifunction facility at 436-6888 or visit us at www.geringciviccenter.com. The Gering Civic Center, we do the work and you get the praise.
On our News Extra program, we're already visiting about the holidays. In this aspect, the holiday gift drives that'll come up here in the community very soon, and we're targeting families and helping get the resources to the most need with Jennifer Rogers, Director of Community and Family Programs at CAPWN, Community Action Partnership of Western Nebraska. Jennifer, in general, the drought, the recession, or whatever you want to call the economy, how are things going for families in need?
Well, we have certainly been seeing an uptick in recent months. I think just what you mentioned with the drought, you know, as our farmers' economies, home life is going, then so goes our broader economy here in the Valley. And so, you know, I'm very concerned coming up here next year and what we may be looking at. And, you know, really we've been seeing a need both for food and other types of assistance. And of course, with limiting resources as far as grants and other things that are out there, certainly it's a very, I guess, uneasy time as far as I'm concerned for families in the area.
This holiday, gift basket drive is one of the activities of Family and Community Director. What other sorts of programs might folks be not aware of?
Sure. Well, just specifically within my department, we do provide emergency assistance for families that are in need. So again, as I was mentioning, if somebody has lost their job or maybe they've had an unexpected medical expense and they're struggling with paying their rent, utility bills, or getting food on the table, then we can help them out with all of those areas if they come in and talk to us, and we make sure that they're eligible. We have other programs in my department, such as income tax filing assistance program called VITA, where people can come in and get their taxes filed for free by trained experts. We also have a commodity program in which families, specifically targeting the elderly and very young children, can come in and if they're income eligible, qualify for a monthly box of food. We do have also senior core programs where our foster grandparents and senior companions can receive a stipend if they're giving back to the community, again, targeting low-income seniors. And then, of course, throughout CAPWN, we have many other types of programs, including our housing, weatherization. We have youth programming, just lots of different ways that we can help make sure that families are stable and secure and that we can get them back working and that things are okay at home.
Let's get back to the gift basket process a little bit. We talked about the families coming in to apply for those. How do the gift baskets come together? There's a whole wide array of resources that all kind of come together there.
There is. Yeah, so we really kind of are the clearinghouse, I guess you could say. We both accept applications from the families, and then we also accept donations at our office, and then we also partner with local businesses and organizations that would like to put up a tree with families' names and information on what they're in need of this holiday time, and try to help coordinate with some great programs like the Truck of Love for State Bank and other local businesses so that we can help match up those families with the wonderful donations that people give here in the Valley.
So this way you know that you have a family of 4 that need some little boys' clothes or some adult extra large clothes or whatever the case might be in the case of clothing, that sort of thing, and the age range for toys.
Yes, absolutely. You know, we get sizes, ages, what they're in need of, whether it's a coat or, you know, like you said, socks and just some of those basic needs. That really is what we see the most, to be honest with you, as far as requests from families is, you know, clothing to keep them warm, a nice little basket of food to help them have a wonderful Christmas dinner. And so by having that nice list that's well organized, then we can make sure we're getting, again, those donated resources to those families.
Hate to think that you're the best kept secret, but where is CAPWN and how do folks get hold of it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if folks are wanting to apply, then we certainly encourage them to come to our main office, which is at 3350 10th Street in Gering. We've got our big Community Action Partnership sign out in front, but if you're in need of directions, then certainly you can give us a call at 635-3089. And again, if you are a family that you're unable to come between 9 and noon, Monday through Friday, while we're accepting applications, then certainly do give us a call at the office at that number and ask for either myself, Jennifer, or one of my wonderful coworkers Parkhurst Carmen, and we will help to get you through that application process.
Very good. Well, thanks for coming by this morning.
Thank you so much.
Jennifer Rogers with CAPWN with our Community Action Partnership with Western Nebraska.